Today's question comes from Franz. How to hit the driver upwards, especially the moment of unhinge the wrist in the downswing and control the position of the low point and upper body. Thank you. So how do we actually learn to hit up on the ball with our driver? My friends, this is probably, when I have lessons, the most fun I have. Because when someone is hitting down, even worse, hitting down and slicing the ball with the driver, and then I make them change that so they actually hit a little bit up on the ball. Seeing a golfer hit a ball within like 15 minutes, hitting a ball maybe 50, 60 yards longer. It's just fantastic. But it's only one thing we need to learn. Only one thing. I talk about it in so many videos. Firstly, never treat the driver like an iron. Don't even treat your driver like a 3-wood. It's not the same. The club head is bigger, the shaft is longer, and also today we make, even this one is old, MOI, moment of inertia, makes the club head hard to close. It's supposed to be stable. When you hit the toe or the heel, it should move less. It should be less affected by bad hits. But what we forgot about that is it doesn't want to close. But first of all, you can close, if you give the driver time, you can really close any driver. You can hit a draw with every driver. You can slice with every driver. You can hit it straight with every driver. It's actually up to us. If you haven't realized that, it is. I can hit it upside down, hitting a right-handed driver upside down and still hit it straight. So it's not the driver. But how do we hit up on the ball? Give it time. I talk about this, I like to talk about it almost all the time, because if you learn to hit it 30, 40, 50 yards longer, golf is going to be so much more fun, and most of the golfers still slice it. No matter how many videos I do, it's tough to change. Yesterday I had a guy, he said, I've seen all of your driver videos. I heard you talk about timing, I heard you talk about release, I heard you talk about everything, but I cannot do it by myself. And now, 15 minutes into the lesson, I'm hitting a draw with my driver, just because you're standing there. And I tell, it was a Swedish guy, of course, I tell my students that when you visit me on a lesson, you almost like borrow my mind. I only tell you what to do, and you just do it. You're not afraid to do it wrong, you're not afraid to do something that feels strange, and we need to get way out of our comfort zone. And I did that one day 22 years ago. It felt like I was hitting the driver like this. I was releasing it over here, way before the golf ball. And the ball went straight. When I did the same with an iron, I hooked it like crazy. So I realized very fast that the longer shaft, the bigger club head, made it really hard to release. Everyone has a low point. We start, we go up, we go down, and we go up again. That's the same for every one of us. But to reach the low point here is pretty hard, because there's so little time. The biggest mistake with the driver is that we think we have time. We think we have time to hold and release. That release will be, I don't know, 10 feet after the ball. If you slice it, just release it earlier until you don't slice it. Maybe you don't have the most pretty golf swing, but still releasing, letting go, throw it, call it whatever you like, will close the club face. If it closes enough, it's not possible to slice it. So how do we drill this? I can't say I have one drill, but what I force everyone to do is to just feel how it is to touch the ground 45 degrees out from the trail foot. That's what we want to do. My club is always going to be going out and up. I get my swing path, I get my attack angle, I get everything, as long as I extend my trail arm early enough so the club reaches here. Sounds simple, doesn't it? It isn't. Because with an iron, I want to do it here. I don't want to hit it here. I will miss the ball. And that's the problem. You need two swings. So hitting this, I just need to feel down. And here's when people just, oh, you're armsy. You only use your arms. I don't only use my arms, but I use more arm when I hit my driver than I hit my irons. More. And we all need to do that. I don't care what you think. If you still rotate and then extend, release, your low point will be on that side, and that is the biggest problem in golf. A few days ago, I got a question about, oh, do you really think that all the instructors on the internet that tell you to hold the lag, rotate your hips and everything are wrong? I don't know. But it created 90% slicers. So you decide if it's wrong or not. I don't have 90% slicers because I teach the other way. Release it. So just enough practice swings, you really feel that you're going down, and then hit a golf ball. How do we know if that one is good? Okay. My old towels. Da, da, da. We always need feedback. Oh, it's dead straight. Nice. We always need feedback. Always. And it's two steps. I put it this far from the tee. This far. I have 9.5, 10 normal feet. I put the ball on the tee later, but first I need to prove to myself that I'm able to do this. Okay, I just want to hit the tee and not the towel. Because if I hit the tee and I hit the towel, I'm going down. But if I hit the tee and not hit the towel, I'm going up. Very simple. You don't need this. You don't need anything. You just need your brain. What do I need to do this? Okay, I start by just doing that. And then I start hitting the tee. And when I feel secure, I don't do this. I can start hitting golf balls. But this will take time. When I realized this, it still felt strange to do it, to release this early. Probably felt strange for a year. At least for a year before it felt natural. Probably more. But I didn't care. I wanted to hit it good. If your normal stock shot is made for maybe a 7-iron, this will feel crazy because a 7-iron is a downward strike. But then if you realize that you cannot treat this like a 7-iron, you probably can do this. And then when you start feeling that, okay, I can hit the tee 10 times without hitting the towel, just go back and hit a drive again. It's dead straight again. Must be something wrong. So doing this, is it hard? No, everyone can do it. It's tougher on your own than it is when an instructor telling you how to do it. But when you actually take the time to understand what you need to do, and you make it your own, because then nobody can take it away from you. And that's what we need to do. We need to take more responsibility of what we're doing. I need to understand. I can't copy someone else's brain, not yet at least, but I can learn. Anything that I can do, you can do. Maybe you can't swing as fast as me because you're not going to have time, possibility to hit as many drives as I do. But you can hit the same shot. Everyone I met in 15 years as an instructor has been able to do this. Then only about 20% of those have actually taken it seriously and practiced so they can still do it. That's another story. But everyone can do this. Practice swing. Hit the tee without the towel and then go hit golf balls. I have more drills. Look at maximize your driver. It's a series of, I think, 5 videos. I talk about this. I talk about timing. I talk about how to hit on the upswing. You can find a lot of things in my videos. Don't be afraid to search my name, Marcus Edblad Driver, and you will find a lot of good information. But this is the simplest one that everyone can do. You don't need to simulate it. You just need a towel, you need a tee, and you need a driver. And, okay, you need your brain.